Now we'll start the winner take all learning rule. This is the special type of learning rule which is different from all other learning rules. Now this type of learning rule is based on competitive type of learning. There is a competition between all the neurons, and whichever is having the maximum response would be the winner, and this means winner take all learning rule. Now, it can also be demonstrated for a group of neurons when it is arranged in the layer. Now, if we see this diagram, it is an unsupervised learning. Now, in this, we are having a layer of neurons. Instead of having a single neuron, we are having different neurons starting from one neuron to pth neuron. So 1, 2, 3 up to p neurons, we are having a layer. We are having the set of inputs x1 to xn. We are having a layer of neurons so that we are having the different outputs like OI to OP. In between, we are having the links in between the input and the neurons. So each link is associated with the weight that is represented by W11, W12 up to W1n for the first neuron. For the mth neuron, we are having WM1, M2, WMN. For the pth neuron, we are having WP1, WP2 up to WPN. So this is the weight vector. These are the weight vectors which are associated with each and every neuron. Now, how does this rule is applicable here? This is basically this rule is used for learning statistical properties of the input. Statistical properties can be any property which can be mean, variance, standard deviation, average, mean square. So whenever we have to find out these, we use winner take all learning rule. The learning is based on one and only fact that from all the neurons, we take only a single neuron as the winner neuron. How we take a winner neuron? First of all, we will initialize all the weights. We will give the inputs so that we are having an output set O1 to OP. Now we will realize these output sets. Whichever is maximum, whichever neuron is giving us the maximum response would be the winner. Suppose OM is the maximum and thus mth neuron will be the winner neuron. So we will highlight or bold these lines which are associated with the mth neuron such that the weights associated with the mth neuron goes to updation only. No other weights are updated in this case. Only the weights which are associated with the winning neuron gets updated in case of winner take all. So WM1 to WMN get changed according to the iteration. Now there will be a change, either it increases or decreases. Now this is given like WM. The vector is given like WM1 to WMN transpose, and the change in the vector, that is delta WM, is given by alpha, that is the learning signal, x minus WM in this case. Now alpha is always greater than 0. For different iteration it goes on decreasing. Now how we make out which neuron is the winner neuron? It is given by the weighted inputs WTX, which is equal to maximum out of p different values. Whichever is the maximum becomes the winner. So I have written here M. M means mth neuron has the maximum net response. So whichever has the net response maximum becomes the winner. If we are having the pth response as the maximum, so we will write here WTPX. So this is all about the winner take all.